Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Dina Fitri. So, in this session, I would like to presentation about place of articulation. This is the presentation group. The first will be presented for myself, and the second, Wayan Juliarta, and the Samuel Christian. What's the meaning of place of articulation? The place of articulation refers to where the articulator tongue, teeth, lips, or glottis make contact in the vocal tract to create consonant sound. Let's look at the process of consonant production to see where place of articulator fits in the process of consonant production. So it's mean when we produce sound, sometimes our tongue touch our lips and sometimes only our lips come together and make sound. Sometimes our tongue touch our soap, plate or big part alveolar tongue. So this touching of place our vocal tract of speech organ is called place of articulation. Next, type of place of articulation. The first, bilabial. Bilabial it's mean only two lips involved. When we produce this sound, we only use both of our lips. So, our both of lips helping to produce bilabial sound. The example: b, p, m, w, by, pie, my, wool. The second, labiodental. The labiodental sounds are articulated by using both the lower lip and the upper front teeth. In bilabial sound, we use both of our lips, but in labiodental, we use only our lower lip and the upper front teeth to produce sound. Example: F, 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 V, V, V. Feel, feel, feel. Will, will, will. It's different. Feel and will. So, the next presentation will be presented Wayan Juliarta.
Hello, my name is Wayan Juliarta and today I will continue the presentation. So I will explain the number 3. The number 3 is interdental. So interdental is a technique that contact between the tip of the tongue and the area just behind the upper teeth, or between teeth. So it's product with the tongue tip on or near the inner surface of the upper teeth. For the example, and as in 6 and 10. Next is number 4, alveolar. So alveolar, contact between the tongue and the alveolar ridge. This is the ridge area between the upper teeth and the hard palate or behind teeth. Produced with the tongue tip on or near the tooth ridge. The example word is T, D, S, Z, M, L, as in to, do, zoo, new, and like. Number 5, palatal. Palatal technique is a technique that contact between the tongue and hard palate or alveolar ridge, or top middle of mouth, produced by the body of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth in the palatal area. For the example is sh, z, t, or g, y, as in shin, genre, self, judge, red, and yes. Note that sh, z, t, and z sounds are pronounced with the front of tongue placed on the top of mouth, while the g and y and way one is pronounced with more of the rear of the tongue placed a bit farther back on the palate than s, z, t, and z. Finally, the R sound is made with the sides of the tongue placed on the sides of the roof of the mouth pressed against the teeth. So that's from me, and the next will be presented by Samuel. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So the next material it's gonna be explained for me, somewhere Christian. So the next material it's about feller. Okay, feller. Actually, feller is a contact between the tongue and the soft palate. For the top, on the top top of throat. So the sound is gonna be produced with the tongue's body and the near the soft palate. Yeah, I. So the produce of sound is gonna be like if we spell G, it's gonna be cheek, cheek, and cake, cake, cake. No, not cake, cake. So the tongue it's gonna be near on the soft palate. And the next one is ant, ant, and as in like go, kite, and bank, I think. Okay, the next one is glottal. Glottal it's restriction of the airflow at the glottis. So or from we produce the sound it's from the throat and produced by air 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 passing from the windpipe throat. So like so through the vocal cords B, H, and I think on the H it's for example it's high, high. So it's most powerful of H, spelling H. Okay, the next one is as we can see is retroflex. So basically retroflex is to produce the retroflex sounds. That means we have to we have to nearly curly with the tongue up. So your tongue is you make in on the top on the make it up. In the English, it's the only retroflex sound. So example, it's red, red, right, runs, and rope. Uh, yeah, I think just that. And the next one, it's about, I, I mean the last one, it's about Palato alveolar. No, I'm sorry, Palato alveolar. So, palato alveolar is to produce the palato alveolar sounds when we keep our tongue a bit deeper uh, in the mouth than alveolar, our teeth then alveolar reach the end, and the next thing we are touching that is palato alveolar. Simply way that when we touching the palate, I mean, between the palate and the alveolar ridge, we are producing palato alveolar sounds. So the English sounds is as and um, are is yes we can see like that. It's actually our palato alveolar. Okay, alveolar sound. I mean, and the example is like ship, ship, and occasion. Yeah, something like that for the example. So I think that's all from me. I'm so sorry if there's some mistake or some fault that I make. yeah, thank you for watching. See ya.